Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Khanjan, and as the name suggests, if you want to know how to win a case competition in a B school, then please keep on watching. So when I was at the Indian School of Business, I had the most fun doing case competitions, and I did a lot of them, and I ended up winning the Microsoft PM Challenge nationally and the Airtel Plus Microsoft challenges from campus. So they were pretty good product case competitions, and there are various types of case competitions that would be coming to your school, which is an information that you can easily get from your case competition coordinator. I will link some material in the description box to give you a sense of what kind of case competitions might come. So the first and the most important point is to have a visibility and clarity on all the case competitions that could potentially come to your school and the tentative timelines of those. There is usually an year-on-year list maintained for this, so you can simply reach out to your seniors or alums or your case competition coordinator and keep a track of all the competitions that you are interested in and keep a sense of the tentative timelines that they came to last year. Usually the timelines are same or similar, so make sure that you budget for those particular weeks or dates in advance. The second step is to identify some potential teammates for the kind of competitions that you're interested in. There is a variation in the number of team members that you can have. Usually it ranges from 2 to 3. Very few competitions have a limit of 4 members. So make sure that you know at least 3 people in your batch or in your friend circle with whom you would like to make groups. The criteria for selection of your team should simply be the professional experience or the background of that particular person and also the motivation level of that particular person. Now, if you are someone who is extremely motivated to go ahead in that competition and the other person is just doing it for the sake of trying things out or for just fun or for learning, then that might not be enough for you guys to actually deliver something that will make you win. So make sure that you have this discussion beforehand about the seriousness that you both or that you all have for the competition. Also discuss the dates and the timelines, because every person will have different deadlines for their assignments, company interviews, or any other commitments that they might have. Once all of this is clear and you have at least 3 to 4 people that you can consider teaming up with, then make sure that you decide on the competitions that you want to take part in along with that particular team member. The third aspect is research. Now, I cannot stress enough how important research is for any case competition. Usually there is a very simple problem statement given, but the solution is not at all simple, and the real value lies in the data that you analyze. So every B school has their own library resources and knowledge resources. So try to make use of those and start reading up on various papers and articles that are written on that particular topic. For example, if I am taking part in the Microsoft PM Challenge, then I should make it a point to start reading up on the Microsoft blogs, products, and the industry in which Microsoft operates in. So the IT products / services industry is something that I need to look at and start noting down numbers. So what is the size of the industry? Who are the players? What are their core value offerings? What are their USPs? What are their customer segments? The personas that they target? The marketing strategies or the positioning strategies that they adopt, and various other strategic aspects of that particular industry. If you have this data ready beforehand, trust me, it will save up huge amount of time during your submission, because the submissions can usually collide with your exam dates or your test dates, or any other collisions can happen, which is a very normal thing in a B school. So be prepared for that possibility and start working in advance. Don't think that there are 3 rounds and I might not even make it to the next round, so why should I be doing so much, or why should I be researching so much? Remember that this research is only going to be useful to you in your final interviews as well. So for me, half of the prep that I did was through case competitions, and during my interviews a lot of that data came in handy, and because I did it proactively, it was registered in my memory in a much better way. So that was very helpful to me in later stages as well. The fourth aspect is to start documenting your things in the desired format. Now this is the most challenging aspect, wherein you have all the research, you have the right data, the right strategies and solutions, but delivering it in the desired format, if let's say it's a 1-slide format or a 2-pager Word document, then putting that information in the best possible way in that particular format is going to make or break your entire case. Along with visual delight factors, you should also ensure that you are putting out all the key information and not wasting any real estate during your case submissions. The fifth aspect is getting the solutions vetted. Now, I in no way mean to say that there will be helpers who will be helping you out with vetting what you're doing or whether your document is correct or not. That is against the concept of a competition. But you can take help on the direction in which your thinking is going, whether or not you have understood the question correctly, whether your thinking is in line with the company's vision or general motto. So these are the nuances that you can get validated from your seniors who are either working in that company, or your seniors who have done certain case competitions, or in general anybody who you think can provide you valuable insights. You can reach out to those people and take their inputs and incorporate them in your solutions. The last and the final strategy is perfect presentation. This is something that comes naturally to some people, and for some people it is a huge nightmare, and I witnessed that when I went to different rounds, wherein some teams had wonderful material, their research was bang on, they had solutions which could really impact the case positively, but because they did not practice the presentation aspects enough, they could not make it to the next rounds. And this is in general a problem or an opportunity in your professional life as well, wherein the more you practice, the more you write your script, the more your words are in line with what you're presenting on your slides, the better impact your words and your content will make on your judges. If you have to go to the premises, then make sure that you reach in advance. You dress your best. Do not take this lightly. This is a professional competition wherein you can also get pre-placement offers, and you can potentially be their future employees. So make sure that you're approaching it in a very serious manner and dressing, talking and behaving in the way that you would like to behave and dress and talk if you are their employee or if you're giving an interview. So dress well, go in advance, take a good night's sleep, prepare your script, rehearse with your team member. Do not take more chunk for yourself, or do not give more chunk to your partner. Keep an equitable distribution of speaking time between the team members. Your points are in agreement with each other. Make sure that your philosophies of what you have designed or what you have recommended are same. You have agreement and coherence in your thinking and your presentation. And prepare all the answers to any possible questions that can come up. Now you have to adopt the lens of someone who does not know about your product or your solution, and from that lens start noting down all the potential questions. The more questions, the better prepared you will be. Convincing answers with data-driven inputs. So make sure that you give data-backed answers and don't just say things up in the air. If you're not sure about something, own that up, agree that you haven't thought about that, but there can be XYZ possibilities to that, or there can be XYZ answers to that, and you can come back later to them. So do not make up in the air comments just to impress the judges. They are definitely going to ask you questions which will require for you to give in data driven inputs, unless the question is a very hypothetical question. So that brings me to the end of this video. If you've watched till here, thank you so much. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to this channel. I am trying super hard to create content that is useful and that is not present right now. I keep getting a lot of questions on LinkedIn, so this is my way of giving comprehensive answers in a presentable manner. I really appreciate if you are a subscriber. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the best for all your case competitions. I hope you win. If you have watched this video and won a case competition, please let me know in the comment section below or on LinkedIn. It will make me super happy. See you in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye.